I would pay for that. You are live.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Jane.
Everybody meet Christine.
Hi. Yeah, good morning.
And here we are at Christchurch United's Faith Garden. I'm going to back up a bit, Christine, so I can see the whole...
Yes, yeah, please.
Shh. See, there's churches over there. You can see what I'm seeing if you want to look.
Okay.
So
No,
we're actually on the back lawn. See our new benches? We've got four.
buddy benches. I'll talk about those when we go around.
Okay. So, you want to be on screen?
No, I don't have to be. So I'll just start giving you a little tour
Okay.
of our garden, what we have done to date to get prepped to plant, and what we are going to be doing. Excuse me, over the next couple of weeks. So far, we have already put on 43 bags of sheep manure that were graciously donated.
Can't really smell them. This is good.
Yes, the sheep manure. And we had the students from Chesterfield Public School. It's part of their real world learning program. They came and helped spread the manure. They picked stones. They've been doing that for a couple of years now, and we'll be picking stones for a few more years. But they came, picked the stones for us again, and did some cleanup around the garden.
Well, who keeps putting the stones back?
It's when it's plowed. There was gravel under here. There was another church here at one time, the Methodist church. Concrete around it was where they tied up the horses and the buggies when they came in.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'll be doing gravel for a number of years, but it's working. Things are growing. It gets better every year. The soil gets better. We just keep topping it up with fertilizer. The students have also, they're the ones that did the buddy benches last year. It was their first year in the real world learning program.
Quick view of the
One of the projects. They donated these buddy benches, which have been wonderful. When we did,
They made these?
Pardon?
They made these.
Yes, they did.
Nice.
And last year was grade 5 and 6 students. This year we have grade 4, 5, and grade 5, 6. 2 classes working with us. So we were able to use these benches for our hymn sing in August. So it worked really well. So when they were here a couple of weeks ago, they painted the fence that's right behind you, Jane. And that's another project they've taken on this year. They're going to be coming back the first week of June. And while some are planting, others will be putting flowers, butterflies, their creations on the fence, just to brighten it up back here.
Nice.
Make it look bright, springy, summery, very nice. So we've done a lot. There was an old tree stump along that fence. We've done a lot of cleanup, making it presentable, comfortable, inviting.
I think it's very inviting.
Yeah, we had some trees donated. It started last year with a gentleman, anonymous donor, donated a pear tree. This year, we were fortunate to get another pear tree so they can cross-pollinate. You have to have the 2 to get more pears. We have a Macintosh apple tree that's just getting its first blossoms. I think it's going to be very pretty. And Gail Parker, a member of the church, generously donated a plum tree this year. It's standing along that sign. So we're anxious to get that in the ground. And when I say about the sign, you'll see it's starting to it's quite weathered.
We can see the back of it from here, so I can.
And the front is also cracked. It's weathered. The students have taken that on as well as another project.
Yes.
And it's up to them to do the design. I have no.
Cool.
No, I'm not thinking of anything, or they design it, and they are working with a local sign company to put it up, and that will be up in June as well. So I'm looking forward to that, having the new.
Okay, we'll do something when they put the sign in. That would be cool.
Yes,
that'd be great.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, so we'll walk through. This end of the garden is more for our root vegetables. And we start always with a row of gladiolus. And it's likely due to my age that I think every country garden needs some gladiolus.
No, it's to attract the bees.
Pardon?
To attract the bees.
Yes, of course. Okay. There we go. All right.
See?
Anyway, we'll have the glabs in there. They may even go in tomorrow. The soil's quite wet, but we can work along the edge to get the bulbs started.
Awesome.
Then this is where we start with our onions and our radishes because they're the first things that come out. So we start cleaning this end of the garden in the fall. There's a method to our madness. We also do a few rows of beans, bush beans, and we went through a pile of beans. Like,
What's a bush bean?
it's just it grows in a small bush instead of.
Do they come out green or yellow? That's the kind of beans I eat.
Yellow, yeah, but
Okay.
you can get that in a pole bean as well, which I'll talk about.
Okay.
But the bush beans are the plants, and we do well. The beans do well here, very well. Some vegetables struggle. I think the root vegetables due to the gravel, but it's getting better every year. We've tried carrots, not always great success, but we're going to try it again this year. Like I said, it's getting better every year. So we're going to try the carrots again and beets. Beets are very popular in the outdoor pantry. A lot of people come for beets.
I like beet pickles.
Well, beet pickles and then cooked beets as a vegetable. There's a lot of people that like that. So that takes us with the beans. We like pick up to about here. And this is something new we're trying this year with the students at Chesterville Public. They want to do a 3-sister garden.
What is a three-sister garden?
That's corn, beans, but pole beans. They do grow up. Okay, they vine.
Like
they'll grow up. They're pole beans.
Will we be putting in poles for them to grow up?
Nope, they'll grow up corn.
Oh.
So then squash. It's an old method of gardening, First Nations, and it is called Three Sisters Planting. So we're going to plant the corn. I'll do that before the students come back because the corn has to be up 3-4 inches. Again, likely tomorrow, the corn will go in. It'll be up 3-4 inches. The students are coming the first week of June. And I hope by then we can put in the beans. They'll be planted around the corn. Then as the beans start, they'll climb up corn.
That is cool.
Big space saver in your garden. Then once the beans start to go up, we'll plant the squash. And the idea of the beans help put nitrogen back into your soil. So they're also helping to fertilize the soil.
Okay.
And then the squash will help keep it vines around. So it'll help control weeds from coming up.
Oh.
And it helps keep your soil cool in that hot July heat, that sun. It'll help cool down the soil. So we're going to try it this year and we're excited. We're really excited about it.
Oh no, that sounds great.
Yeah, interested to see how it goes. And the squash we do, I think I got butternut squash and an Italian zucchini. We always do zucchini in here, but this year it'll be an Italian, something different. And we have gardener Earl Windsor, who I think most people know. Earl loves to experiment in the garden. He helps every year with everything. He comes in hose.
Oh, well, we'll invite him back for planting so he can be here.
Oh, he will be here, believe me. Yeah, Earl will be here to plant. And you never know what he's going to show up with to see if we can try it this year. And we make space. You didn't hear me say this. It'd be really nice if it was bigger.
We won't tell anyone.
Fun. We are. We're giving food to the community, but we're also having fun and we're learning.
I will say it's pretty big. It's grown since we first started it.
Doubled its size.
Yeah. So.
But then again, you get this experiment in here. And we also have the Girl Guides. The Girl Guides have come every single year. Sometimes they bring their own little seedlings that they've started at home. And we put those in too, so they can watch them through the summer. And the students and the Girl Guides, they pop back often into the garden to see how things are doing or if we need help weeding. And
I think that's wonderful.
We always need help weeding, so it's appreciated. But they love to come through the summer. You'll see bikes pull into the yard and out they get and go through the garden to see how it's doing. Our biggest challenge in the garden, it's not the gravel, is the black walnut tree right beside the garden.
Oh.
It gives off toxins through its roots. And of course, they're coming under the garden. So it looks for a while that you have beautiful plants. They come just so beautiful.
There it
And all of a
is.
sudden, one day you show up and they've started to wilt. Not from the heat, it's from the toxins. And once they start, you can't bring them back.
You can't bring them
You
back?
can't bring them back.
I have this problem at home is I've got 5 baby walnut trees and they're killing my crabapple tree.
Yes.
And they're not, well, the pine tree's already dead, it's gone.
Yep.
And I thought, no, that couldn't be.
It is. It
Oh,
is. I have them along the one side of my lot, and we hadn't
It
been
is
able
that?
to grow anything there. And then they belonged to a neighbor. They were starting to rot. They were old, starting to rot. She took 2 down. And last year, I've been there 20 years, but the last 2 years, I'd say, I've actually been able to produce a pretty good garden without that wilt. So it's from the black walnut. And we're wondering, we did lose the pear tree that was donated last year.
How far does it extend then?
Or is it from the black walnut? And we'll find out next spring when we check our new fruit trees. And that's,
On how far that wilt extends.
oh, we can pretty well tell the roots always come out to around the tree, like the width of your tree.
Yeah.
We know that, but the toxins spread through the soil.
It's
So-
right over the garden.
Oh, it is.
I just did a little pan so everyone saw the.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, it's a lovely tree.
Oh, they're beautiful, but I
Can we just move it?
There's our cardinal. He comes every year. See him up in the spruce? To your, there, he just moved.
Yes, I see him.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to get to see him on the camera.
Yeah, that's okay. But I'm just saying, he's here. He sings every day for us. He's beautiful. We have a pair here. You can't believe what's out here. Oh, no, oh, of course, the rabbits. They love the lettuce. So we've come up with something to try this
I was
year.
going to say, how do you hide the lettuce from the rabbits? Because
we have some wire this year we're going to put over it. I love
Okay.
it. Again, the students, they tried everything last year, and it was they tried to problem solve about the lettuce and the rabbits.
Excellent.
We tried the old string with the pie plates. It worked for a while, but the rabbits got used to it. So we've come up with this idea of a wire tunnel over the lettuce, and we'll try that.
Okay.
So anyway, so this will be our 3 sisters. Over here, this year's our first. We started a rhubarb patch. Kendra and Barry Sullivan at Chesterville have been very generous in giving us rhubarb for the outdoor pantry.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd start our own and see how it goes. And it has taken. People were very good to give us the roots, and it has taken well. So
And we got night lights for it.
yes, I do. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you'll see eventually once it's planted, there'll be more solar lights around the garden just to bring it even more to life. So we'll have cucumbers down here at the far end. Again, they do so well, but it's one of the first things that starts to wilt from the black walnut. But we do get some nice cucumbers. The fruit that has started on it continues.
Is really nice.
Yes, so excuse me. And then of course we do a lot of potatoes and a lot of tomatoes. Last year I think it was 72 tomato plants. We're a little short this year. We're hoping more will come in. People donate. We have picked up some, but we'll see what comes over the next week. It's not been a great spring for people to think gardening.
It's been cold. I'm wearing my winter coat.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have put them in yet. The ground is still too cool. But once we get that sun and heat up the ground, hopefully next weekend we'll get a good plant day in. The Girl Guides are coming for that. And
we are scheduled online for that. Yes.
we are. So we'll see how that goes. But this will be all potatoes and all tomatoes at the far end. And it's wonderful to watch them come up and how fast they grow. We have our little bird bath too. We got 1 raspberry cane donated last year through BMR. Thank you very much, BMR.
A
It's
raspberry cane.
a raspberry cane, and it has spread. So we'll just keep continuing to work with it, maybe put another couple in. So we'll have some berries too. It's amazing, the birds here, of course, the big trees, and the squirrels. So I don't know how long the berries will stay on the canes.
Now, do squirrels damage gardens?
Oh, yes.
Does
They
it
dig.
really?
Yes,
Oh.
they dig. Yes, a lot of damage. So We do, we tried feeding them at the one end. 1 year that didn't work. So it is what it is, but it's still fun. So I think I've talked about a little bit of everything. The students will come back the first week of June to finish planting what the Girl Guides start. And then we'll watch it grow.
I think it's fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.